Alrighty, what's up, motherfuckers, scumbags, furries, and bitches, and all my peeps. What's going on, you sexy bitches? It is I, your tribal goddess dream, the undefeated, undisputed, extreme heavyweight champion of the world, Peter Joseph here, for a late Monday night video, right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. Ooh, yeah! Dig it? 9. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. Share the video all over the internet. Leave a comment on this video or any one of my videos from the past, present, or future, Conan. But don't leave stupid comments. If you're gonna act like a schmuck, you're gonna get treated as such, and you will get sent to the shadow realm where Satan will eat your soul. He'll do it. He told me himself. Right, Satan? That's right, Mr. Gilmore. Joseph, sorry. Get it right next time. Don't patronize me, I'm Satan Almighty. Okay, sorry. So, leave a comment on the video below these stupid comments. Satan will come up and kill you, and then eat your soul. He'll do it. Trust me on that. So, please don't do that. Be respectful of my channels. If not, get the fuck out of here. Go to your dead channel that nobody cares about. Do your shit there. You ain't gonna do it on mine. That's that. Share the video, like I said, share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Be respectful there too, because you're gonna get blocked either way. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one, because if you miss anything, you need to get slapped in the face, because you are SOL. And if you don't know what that means, look it up before you get slapped again. And that's all I can say about that. And if you're brand new here for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, just floating around YouTube at this late night, and you see my gorgeous sexy face, because you know you love it. And your girlfriends and moms do too. So, you see my videos, and you're like, hey, what's this guy talking about? Monday Night Raw, or whatever he's talking about. He seems like a knowledgeable guy. Pretty good looking too. But when you're floating around this time of night and you see my video and you want to check it out, you want to see what all the fuss is about, come on in, the water's fine. I don't bite yet. But come on in, we got drinks to the left. Sadly for me, well, sadly not for me, for you, women on the right, or for you, if you're a woman, we got some hot guys too, Mikey boys over there, right, Mike? You want any more ladies? No, I'm fine. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you can have your share of Mike Awesome and Jerome when he's not doing cocaine, motherfucker. What'd you say? Nothing. Nothing, Jerome. Go away. Take that sight up, put up your ass, motherfucker. Okay. But, anyway, come on in, the water's fine. And that's pretty much it. And as we say in the business, when you do subscribe and you like my videos, stick that thumb straight up everybody else's ass, because that's where it belongs. When you do subscribe, as we say in the business, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice cold one. Put your feet up and enjoy the show. If you like it, great, go fuck yourself. And that's that. Alrighty. Enough about the shit. Ladies and gentlemen, it is late Monday night, June the 30th, the final day of June 2025. We have finished off the first half of the year, and now, if you're watching on the replay crew, say that 5 times fast. For all my people that watch me later, because I know you do, it is now officially July the 1st. We have hit the second half of The Price is Right. No, the second half of 2025. July the 1st, 2025, we're officially, as of this video, 3 days away from July 4th weekend. It's gonna be Well, not so hot here in the Northeast, so tomorrow is. Well, it's gonna be, it is, right now it is thundering like, crazy. Hopefully I don't lose power and, you know, the Undertaker might come and kick my ass, but no, me and him are like, the GOAT of all GOATs of the modern era, the Undertaker. The Phenom. So, but we got that. So, where we may be, I hope you had a great Monday, you have a great Tuesday, if you're on the other side of the world. It might be Wednesday if you're in Japan. Hi! Zang. So, happy late Tuesday or early Wednesday for you guys in Japan and down under Australia, mate. Bluff. So, whatever it is when you watch this video, hope you had a great day and I hope you have a greater day tomorrow. Or Wednesday. That's pretty much it. I had a great day today. It was just amazing. Watched a 7-minute boring as fuck video that made me laugh. It makes my day when I see videos that are just so dumb and so hilarious. It makes me laugh. No, let me do the Barry Horrors. Sponsor Champa combo. Prophecy wins again. Acknowledge us, bitches. Take your garbage 7-minute video, stick it up your fucking dirty Michigan ass, and then tell your boyfriend that he failed there too. Bye bye, so long, farewell to you, and your butt buddy friends too. Made me laugh. Made me laugh. I have nothing else to say. I did my job. My rant was legendary, as it always is. And nobody can counter it. So I digress. But then I get accused. I always get accused of things that I don't do. Where's the proof that I did that? Because I have proof that I have there's no email. There's no emails. I didn't delete it. I never did it. So, maybe with somebody else you know. I wonder. You have more enemies than I do. Just saying. And even if my rant got hit with a privacy complaint. Ain't working. That ain't gonna work. Try harder next time. But I digress on that. Alright, enough about the bull funky. I had a great day. You didn't. Too bad for you. And I'm going to have it even better tomorrow. I got things to do tomorrow, I got some errands to run. Gonna watch some NXT wrestling tomorrow. And then, pretty much after, Wednesday, I got a big one. I got a long day Wednesday. I'm getting an MRI Wednesday, and I gotta go to the doctor after that. Oy. Busy Wednesday, and then we got Dynamite after that, and then I'm pretty much done with work until Monday. Because I got it like that. I'm off for the holiday weekend. I'm gonna watch people get blown up, and I'm gonna be happy. No, I don't condone violence or condone that shit, but, you know, people think I do, but I don't. Certain people I do, but it is what it is. But be safe on your 4th of July weekend. Have a good barbecue or 2 or 3. The whole weekend, go have a barbecue if it's nice and sunny where you may be. If it's not, well, hopefully the whole weekend in a washout. Not gonna be that bad here in the Northeast. Not gonna be even that cold. Not hot, I should say, but not that hot. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna enjoy it. Got 2 hours of SmackDown, which was taped tonight. It was taped after a horrible Raw. But SmackDown, from what I read, pretty good. We have a legend came back. I wonder who that could be. And then we had a, how can I put this? Where the guy was injured, he came back. Put it that way. And we had Main event. Not great, but, you know. And yet, Cody bored us half to death on is gonna bore us half to death on SmackDown. So, when you watch SmackDown on Friday night on the USA Network at 8 o'clock, Cody's gonna come out and don't watch it. Because it's gonna take about 10-15 minutes of your boring time. King Cody, no! Ugh! Wheat. Garbage fucking drink. What's the fucking drink? Wheat vodka. Ugh. You know what we do here? We drink real drinks here. Our sponsors, as always, Pepsi. That's all we drink. We drink Pepsi and Henny. I gotta grab that. Not gonna do it now, obviously, but maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna drink some Henny. I got like this left. I gotta buy more for the weekend. Stop stealing my fucking alcohol! Alcoholic. You know who it is. But, yeah. So we're gonna buy some more, we're gonna buy more Henny. We're gonna buy more Jack Daniels, that is. Great man that he is. I love that guy. Jack Daniels, a great man. You know, there's another great man. Let me kill myself for more than I drink Jack and Coke all the time. Because I rock out with my cock out, alright? Thank you, Lemmy. Thank you. Alright, chill, Pete. Okay. Calm down, Lemmy. Lemmy Kilmonster has the same birthday as me. How fucking great is that? And I share a birthday with the Lord. Jesus Christ the Lord! It's a new day! Yes, it is! No. I can't wait for that, man. We're about to start the countdown pretty soon. Not now, obviously. It's July 1st. We got like 5.5 months to go before level 49. God, I'm old. Old and sexy. But yeah, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of Roto-Rooter done this month. It's gonna be insane. I'm gonna be so fucking busy this month. I'm gonna be able to do videos. Oh, we got it's great. I'll get as many videos as I can up in the next 2 weeks because we're busy. This week and well, not so much this week. Next week, All In. We got All In, NXT, Great American Bash, Supercard of Honor. We got Saturday Night's main event, Evolution 2, Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my! Gonna be insane. So please hit that bell now. If you miss anything, you're SOL. You know what that means. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, minus all the Roto-Rooter stuff. After next week. But by next weekend, won't be that busy with doctor appointments and all that other shit. And, counting down the days for her birthday, too. Not this month, though. It's coming up, though. Old buzzard. She's gonna drain my balls later, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this sort of steamy, rainy thunderstorm, not Satan, Thor, lightning, thunder, lightning, Satan's gonna come up and kick my ass later. On your late Monday night, it is time for your late, really late, and I mean so far out of fucking date, TNA and Ring of Honor / CMLL Global Wars Reviews. Alright, for this past Thursday night, June the 26th, 2025. Alright, we'll get to the Global Wars in a little bit, because as always, we start off with the actual good show. And that is TNA Impact Wrestling. Alright, we're starting the road to Slammiversary. And we already know that Trick Willie Shimon. I ain't backing down from no average Joe. I ain't backing down from no average troll. Pretty much. My coup. He has better fucking diss tracks than fucking Drake and Kendrick. Aha! Gotta love it. Alright, so, like I said, TNA's starting the road to Slammiversary, even though Trick Willie is gonna be facing, guess who? Say his name, and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. Again. Or so we think. We'll talk about that near the end of the show. Alright, so we are emanating from the UMPC. I wonder what that means. University of My Penis College. No. UMPC Event Center in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. Whatever that is. Moon Township, I never heard of that. Where is that? Near Atlantic City? I don't know. Probably near Philadelphia. That shithole city that it is. It is what it is. Alright, so as always on Thursday nights, our commentary team of Tom Phillips and Mr. Aiden English himself, Matthew Waywalt. Alright, we're going to hear from Trick Willie during the show. But let's get into the opening recap. We have the opening sequence, and guess who we start off with? Joe Hendry. We said his name before, and now he appears again. Joe Hendry. He comes out to start things off. And, holy shit, what was going on with the camera shots? Camera shots showing a bunch of empty seats. Uh-oh. Was this AEW back in the day? Well, not even back in the day. We're gonna shoot the hard cam side. It's all tarped off and, like, the upper deck. Or a random SmackDown when nobody's there. Back in the day when SmackDown wasn't great. And Raw, too. Yikes. Empty seats. I mean, empty seats. No tarp on it. Carlos, we gotta have a talk here. The owner of TNA. But anyway, Mr. Hendry thanks the people for having his back. Not lately. And giving him such a great life. But at the same time, he has to acknowledge, like we acknowledge Roman, that he lost the world title to Trick Willie, and that eats him up inside, and he could walk out and go home, back to England. Well, I think he comes from England, or wherever he comes from. But hearing the people cheer his name, say his name, and he appears, it's all worth it. He was in the Royal Rumble, lost. And at WrestleMania, as TNA champion, even though it was a non-title match against Randy Orton, but not this voice. Should have been Aleister Black, just saying. Or Killer Cross. So Joe owes the fans something as a thank you, and now he wants the fans to be part of his redemption tour. You're not the Niners. And he will bring the title back to TNA at Slammiversary. Highly doubt it. Alright. Simple, right to the point. Comes out, like, I'm gonna get the title back for you people! Because I love you! Right. You let the title go to NXT, dude. And half the fucking TNA roster hates you. That too. Alright, we get that. Alright, so 3 out of 5 stars for that, and we're off for running on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. We move on. Alright, after that, let's go to the knockouts. The hot as fuck knockouts. Speaking of hot knockouts, we got, well, a woman who had a baby recently, Killer Kelly. She doesn't like the TNA Knockouts champion, Masha Slamovich, for getting their pass together and teases not any ordinary match, a chain match. They've had wars before. So we're gonna do this again. Why not? But as for later on, she's gonna become the new #1 contender in a Knockouts Battle Royale. You think she's gonna win? Probably. Or so we thought. So we'll get that. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, officially, match number 1. The guy that doesn't like Marco's Pizza and has a brother that parallel parked Isa's car in Puerto Rico. Ryan Nemeth, part of the Nemeth brothers, one half of the tag team champions. He takes on a former tag team champion himself, one half of the Rascals, and the man who's banging Gigi Dolan in the ass, lucky bastard, Zachary Wentz, Mr. Nazi salute guy himself. No wonder he got kicked out. MXM I thought was pretty, not MXM, was it MXM? Damn it, I forgot their tag team, I know it was him and Wesley, I forgot the name of the tag team. It was M something. Whatever it was. Anyways, decent match. Not great. Short. Why was this match so fucking short? I know it's Ryan Nemeth, but still. Under 4.5 minutes. We had Trey Miguel and Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth at ringside, because we had to have that. Because there will be a fatal 4-way ladder match at Slammiversary for those TNA Tag Team titles. So it's going to be the Nemeth brothers defending against the Hardys, First Class, that's Flop Dollar and maybe Casey Navarro if he is cleared by then, I don't know. And the Rascals, Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel. So we found out about that, and yes, ladder match. That's going to be insane. So Ryan starts off with a basic 1902 wrist lock. Zachary flips out, which drags him to the top rope. Lucha Libre! Nick cuts off a handspring attempt, because he was out on the outside. Ryan sends Zach outside for a near fall. How do you send him outside for a near fall? I don't get that. Anyway. Alright, well, maybe back in the ring. That's what, maybe if I wrote my notes wrong. Anyway. Alright, then it's back to some old school wrestling holds. 1905 chin lock by Ryan. But Zach gets out of that easily, earning himself a whip into the corner. Ow. Then a neck breaker. Took too long. Zach gets in a 1925 backslide. We're going old school wrestling here. For a near fall. Followed by a kick to chest. Ow. Then a running shooting star press gives Zachary a near fall. Ryan comes back with a DDT for a near fall. And his eyes start bugging out of his head. Ah! And then Ryan tries to bring in one half of the tag team belts, but Zach knees him down, sets up the spiral tap by the great man that he is, the phenomenal AJ Big Hair Styles. 1, 2, 3, Zachary Wentz gets the win. Match wasn't great, but I still gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. 4.5, under 4.5 minute match. It is what it is. Alright, more Joe Hendry. We see him showing up in NXT last Tuesday. Setting up his match next week with a guy named Wesley. That should be an interesting match. Not great tomorrow night, but we'll see. Alright, we get that. Alright, it's time for the TNA World Champion. It's time to whoop that trick. What? Whoop that trick. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, Booker T, sucker. Okay. Alright, Trick Willie is all ready to beat Joe Hendry at Slammiversary. And he's ready for AJ Francis, Flop Dollar, to kick his other arch nemesis, Mike Santana, back to the Bronx block. Because they have a street fight in the main event. We'll talk about that epic street fight. Woo! We'll get to that later. Alright, then we go back to the knockouts. We have the TNA Knockouts champion, Masha Slamovich, She's all ready for the Battle Royale to crown a new #1 contender. And as for Killer Kelly, well, we can have her chain match next week, or actually this Thursday night on the program. That should be brutal. And then, I thought she left. All the other guys who had a birthday recently, happy birthday! There's some General's hot daughter who's getting fucked in the ass by Stacks Mahomes. Bastard. Huh. Hey, Lorenzo, you better be treating her good. You know, Santino might kick your ass. Cobra! I can't even do it correctly, but it is what it is. Alright, so Ariana Grace runs in and says, "Hey, I got a surprise for you! But I'm not going to tell you yet!" I thought she gave up her NXT ambassador, or whatever she was in TNA, was really the NXT ambassador, and she gave that up. I don't know why, she was doing pretty good at it. Well, I guess she wants to go back to NXT, be semi-jobber. I hate saying that, but she's decent in the ring, not great, but she's good looking. You can be good looking and be a great wrestler, but you can still be good looking and be a sucky wrestler. Right, Nikki Bella? Moving on. Alright, so we get to this Knockouts Battle Royale. By the way, I gave Masha's promo 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, so the participants in this Battle Royale, Xia Li, Ash, by Elegance, one half of the Knockouts Tag Team Champions, Alicia Edwards, Peyton Royce, and Peyton Royce and Billy Kay of the Installation, otherwise known as the Iconics. Iconic! Alright, my girl Danny Luna, formerly of Spitfire, Harley Hudson, newbie, Indy Hartwell, you gotta love Indy, Jada Stone, who just got signed, by the way. If you haven't seen Jada Stone, look her up. Jody Threat, the other half of Spitfire. They're gonna be in New York in a couple weeks. I think they're going after another company's tag team belts. Not, well, no, but they're gonna be in the New York area. So if you going, go see them and say hi for me. All right, Katie Arquette, no relation to David. Mila Moore, we haven't seen her in a while. Myla Grace, who recently got signed. Oh, the leader, but not the leader, the co-founder of the Prophecy. You know her, you love her, you can't get enough of her. The one who put the Prophecy on the map. And it's true, I had the receipt. My girl, my demon wife, my demon assassin, the one woman that can kick your ass next to Rosa, Rosemary, Tasha Steelz, the Puerto Rican princess, Tasha Steelz, Tessa Blanchard, Alicia Fox, aka Victoria Crawford, and the lassie from overseas, Zaya Brookside. Alright, so that's a lot of hot ass ish in that ring. Alright, this is for a future Knockouts title shot, so it's not gonna happen like next week or it's Slammiversary, or maybe Slammiversary, I mean, we'll see. Alright, so it's also with Ash, like Elegance posing, doing her posing, Vogue. Alright, that ends a beatdown from the Installation. And then everybody gets involved. 5 people get dumped early on. Bye to you. Katie Arquette. Oh, she is related to David. I didn't even know that. Hey, I learn something new every day. She gets tossed out easily. And then Jada Stone follows her out. Damn it. And then there goes my girl Danny Luna. Bye. So like, bing, 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 bing. Bye, 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 bye. We get rid of the kind of, the scraps for now. We come back from break. Mila Moore and what's her name? Harley Hudson. toss Rosemary out. You bitches! We get eliminated just like that. See what happens when you get rid of the co-founder of the prophecy? Karma right then and there! You know who you are today, that's why you got karma too. Ha! Eat shit. Alright. Tasha dumps Alicia Edwards and then Alicia Fox. Bye-bye to you. Alright, so we're down to Zaya Brookside, Tasha Steelz, and Peyton Royce. They're gone as well. And now we're down to the final three, really. Ash by Elegance, Tessa Blanchard, and Indy Hartwell. Alright, the fight going over the top rope. They go to the apron, but then Ash comes out from underneath the ring because she went underneath the rope. You have to go over the top rope to get eliminated. So she played a little bit of a trick on Indy and Tessa, and then throws both of them out off the apron. Wins the Battle Royale in just 11.5 minutes. So, Ash by Elegance is another Knockouts title shot, whether it be against Masha or Killer Kelly or somebody, whoever. I mean, if it's Masha, I mean, do we really have to see that again? Masha beat the fuck out of Dana Brooke. Do we really need to see a second one, or I think it was second or third one now? Nah. God forbid Dana Brooke wins the TNA World title. Ugh. Ugh. It was even worse when she won the tag team titles. Even though she won it with Heather Reckless by Elegance. But, let's see what happens with that. Alright. Not a great battle royale, but I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. After the match, Masha comes out for a stare down, but then NXT Women's Champion Jacy Jane! She comes out, I'm like, what are you doing here? And then Masha's like, oh, what are you doing here? Doing the whole Spider-Man, oh! Whole Spider-Man meme. I'm like, what's going on here? Where did you come from? I'm like, triple threat? I don't know. Good surprise, though. Oh, wait, move on. Alright, after that, we get a look at Old Fart, the so-called innovator of violence, because I took that name from him. Tommy Dreamer brings Jake something back last week to beat the fuck out of Mance Warner, because after Mance whooped Tommy's ass. 50-something-year-old Tommy Dreamer getting his ass handed to him again. What else is new? Somebody called Raven. They still hate each other, but, now they have mutual respect now. Okay. Move on. Alright, so that leads to Jake Something with a promo. He's glad to be back in TNA after a little, he went bye-bye for a little while. He's ready to fight Mance Warner next week, and he wants the Intercontinental title from Steve Macklin, who comes in and says, hey, buddy, welcome back. Let's see what happens with that. I give it a good 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Diane! Sorry. I'm watching Price. Old school Price is Right on my Mixed Man's Telly. They took TNT from my fucking package. Pissed me off. That's what happens when you have the rich man's cable. They take things away from you. Can't have everything. So, I'm gonna miss Collision this week. But I get to watch it on, online, so I don't have to worry about it. Because, eventually cable TV and satellite TV, bye-bye. Because everything's gonna turn to streams, and you know how that goes. Lagging, problems, especially with Netflix. Not so much Amazon Prime. Or Hulu sometimes, not a lot. Paramount Plus is perfect. Get that shit for free. I was watching The Greatest American Hero Season the first couple seasons. Oh, I love that show. Love the theme too. One of my favorite themes of all time. I gotta redo that video from a long time ago. That my former good buddy Boston Fan 79 gave me that idea. I forgot how many. I think it did a top 20 or top 50 greatest TV themes of all time. I mean, from the 70s up till now. Or up till then when I did the video. Damn, it took me long to freaking figure out. I might do it again, because there's some new theme songs are not quite great, but they're in I would say some of them are in the top 10. Some of them, not all of them. I gotta do that. I'm gonna do that video again. But I'm gonna condense it. I'm gonna do a top 20 greatest TV themes, theme songs of all time. There's some you might like what the hell? But some of them like, that's good. I don't know why you put them higher. It's my list. Make your own list of top TV theme songs. And number 1, you think you know, but you don't. But I'll just give you a spoiler. It's one of my favorite TV theme songs of all time. My favorite TV show growing up. And no, it's not Romper Room. Not Barney even either. Sky is blue, duh. No. It's a legendary TV show. Legendary. But we'll talk about that whenever I get some time to do that video. Probably later this month. I'll see if I can get some time to do that video on my Shadow Slayer channel. Alright, so Steve Maclin possibly getting into a little feud over the Intercontinental title with Jake something, but Jake has to get through Mance Warner this coming Thursday night. But it should be a brutal match. Stephanie DeLander and her hot titties will be at ringside too. So, we got that. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we go to he used to be the leader of Order 4. Now it's pretty much Order 2.5. Anyway, Mustafa Ali takes on John Skyler, who kind of turned on him. I think it was about a week or so ago. And this is some weird fucking match called a Call to Arms match, where the start of the match, they had one arm tied to the ropes, and then you have to untie yourself, and then we have a regular match and you have to win by pinfall submission. What the fuck? This is the weirdest fucking rules of a match I've ever seen in my goddamn life. What the hell simulation is that? Oh, we're gonna start off with one arm on the ropes, and then we gotta untie ourselves somehow. Oh, that's easy. Yank! If you're strong enough. Let's fight now! I don't know why. Alright, so we had, the rest of Order 4 was there. I think Jason Hodge was there. Yeah, Jason Hodge was at ringside too. Tasha Steelz was, I don't think she was at ringside, but anyway, she got... We'll talk about her in a little bit, but anyway. Alright, so it starts off with these weird fucking stipulations. Mustafa gets smart, whips out some scissors, okay, Swerve, cuts himself free easily, and then kicks Skyler right in the face. But Skyler fights back, man, gets a basic backdrop to the floor. Ow. And then Jason Hodge gets the scissors away. He's like, no, you're not Swerve Strickland. Give me those scissors. And then gives them to John Skyler, which removes him from the ropes. Less than 2 minutes into the match. Anyway, so Skyler hits a rolling neckbreaker for a near fall, but then Mustafa Ali sends him into the ring post. Ow. Then he goes up top, hits the 450. 1, 2, 3 in a little over 3.5 minutes. Did I say over 3.5 minutes? This garbage fest of a match finally ends. Zero. Dead, dud match. Garbage. After the match, that's when really the good stuff happens. Mustafa Ali beats up Jason Hodge for helping his partner, John Skyler, but then the Puerto Rican princess, Tasha Steelz, blocks a chair shot, almost took it flush, and then she's about to get beat up, and then we hear this strange music, and I'm like, that can't be him, is it? It's Cedric Alexander! Woo! Oh, you didn't think he was going to go to TNA? Well, there was rumors he was going to TNA. There was rumors he was going to join the Hurt Syndicate. Oh, why didn't you go to AEW, dude? I guess you want to be under that WWE banner again, where they treated you like shit! You know, he's a pretty damn good Cruiserweight champion, and him and Mustafa Ali had wars. Wars. Great matches. So they're kind of reliving that. So, he comes out to debut in TNA, and the rest of Order 4 gets behind him. So Tasha, Skyler, and Hodge are now with him, so I guess he's like the new, not the new leader, I guess the new leader of Order 4. So then Mustafa Ali's like, fuck this, I'm out. And then Cedric's like, hey, come on, let's talk, hug it out, let's have some beer, have a few laughs. He's like, fuck you. Not a big signing for TNA, but could work out for him in the X Division. Because, you know, the X Division needs some big names to fight Moose. Because Moose is taking on Leon Slater. And Leon should have won the fucking belt at Rebellion in that Ultimate X match. He had the belt. He came down with the belt, but didn't have possession of the belt, and then Moose like, oh, belt! Ref! Referee's like, ding, ding, ding! He won! And then Leon's like, fuck! Almost killed himself, too. When he jumped off the top of the truss, the structure. And nobody even caught him, almost. Guy could have died right there. Luckily, he was able to finish the match. He was alive to tell us about it. But, yeah, Cedric in the division. Oh, man. But I can't wait. I have a feeling, maybe it's the anniversary, maybe as we go to Emergence in August, we could get Cedric and almost said Prince Ali. Prince Ali, war. Okay. Cedric and Mustafa Ali, run it back from like a few years ago. I would love to see that, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, match, garbage. Aftermath, good. With Cedric's day, but when we move on. Alright, they're going to recap of the system beating the shit out of Matt Cardona, and the hometown man, which is, Cody Deaner, last week. So that leads to the system all ready for Leon Slater at Slammiversary, meaning Moose. But then Matt fucking Cardona comes in, and he's like, you beat me up last week, I want to fight! And then the system like, Matt Cardona, puny piece of shit, get out of here, fuck you. No! Hey, Fala Ba, how you doing? Bah! I think he still wrestles in WrestlePro. He used to be, I think, the silver champion, or the gold champion, one of the fucking titles. I don't know if he still wrestles there. Gotta ask Biff Tannen, aka Kevin Matthews, about that. I know he still runs the company, because he owns it. But most of the shows are in Jersey! Kev, we miss you here in New York. I haven't had a show in New York, I think, since... I think 2020... I think 21 had to be after... I know it was after the pandemic, so I think it was 22. Yeah, it was 22, because the last WrestlePro show I went to was with Killer Cross beating the fuck out of Joey Janela and seeing Scarlet Bordeaux. Oh, but I had to keep my cool because, Cross is right next to her. We had a good conversation with Cross when he was gone from WWE/NXT at the time, before he came back. I tried to give him some ideas about some, maybe work with Tony Khan on something, And then Scar's like, well, if Tony, give us a call and we had a good storyline, we can definitely talk. Tony never picked up the phone. And then Cross and Scarlett were basically getting dumped. The whole Final Testament, it sucked, and then they beat the fuck out of the Wyatts, and then the Wyatts came back, beat the fuck out of them. Also Payne, bye-bye. Precious Paul Ellering back to the old folks' home. And then Cross is in obscurity again. Now, Hunter starts listening to people. Now he's giving him some type of push-ish. I mean, he's number one. He's not well. He's top. He's a top merch guy now, next to Mr. Iguana. But he has a few. He's in a big feud with Sami Zayn. Sucks he lost at Night of Champions. But what he did tonight, he fucked Sami Zayn up. Fucked him up. So, I guess they're going to continue that feud going into next week, and who knows from there. But, we move on. Yeah. Alright, moving on. Alright, so Matt Cardona wants a fight, and the Moose and Company's like, no, fuck you. That's that. 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, back to the ring we go with some tag team action, player. We have the Hardy Boys, former tag team champions. We have Broken Matt Hardy, yes! Wonderful! Did it! And his brother, Jeff Hardy, dude! Ah! I don't do the dance as great as Issa, but, we tried. Alright, so the Hardy Boys take on the Northern Armory. That's EY, Eric Young, his group. That's I think it's Travis Williams and EY, because EY was in the match. Oh no, he was outside the ring. He got messed up. And Kid Icarus. I keep thinking of that fucking game, Kid Icarus, from Nintendo days. That game sucked. Anyway. Alright, so it's also with Jeff Hardy, dude, taking over on Williams' arm to start. Basic wrestling moves. Then it's off to Broken Matt Hardy for a little bit more of that. And then EY pulls Matt to the floor for a cheap shot. I'm like, referee! Do something! Do something! Doesn't do shit. And then Kid Icarus takes over in the corner. EY gets gets caught interfering. She's got kicked out. Actually, he did get kicked out. Like, referee's like, you EY, you are out. Get out of here. And then Matt's able to bring Jeff back in to clean house. They do all the hits. They hit the plot twist, which is a side effect into a twist of fate. That sets up Jeff going up top. Ah! Swanton bomb on Kid Icarus. 1, 2, 3 in a little over 4 minutes. Hardy Boys get the win. They build some more momentum for that fatal 4-way ladder match for the TNA tag team titles with the Nemeth brothers, First Class, and the Rascals. So we'll see what happens with that. Decent match, 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's that. After the match, the Hardy Boys invite their good buddy Leon Slater into the ring because they're ready to see him win the X Division title at Slammiversary against Moose. Alright, so Leon says that endorsement means so much to him, and he's like, I promise to win the belt for myself and my family and these great fans here in Pennsylvania. Nice little pop. And he says, I'm ready for Moose, and I will be at ringside during his match coming up next. So he's on commentary. Alright, so we get to that match. We have Moose taking on basically two schmucks. Shane Saber, no relation to Zack Sabre Jr., by the way. By the way, speaking of Zack Sabre Jr., the great man that he is, he won back the New Japan Pro Wrestling World title from Goto because Goto was injured. What else is new? Short title reign for Goto, a couple months. But Zack Sabre Jr. back as the New Japan World Heavyweight Champion. And that happened at, what's that name? That show. It was Tanahashi something. Tanidan or some weird name with Tanahashi in it. So he got the win, got the belt back. Now he goes to the G1, which starts in a couple weeks. See if he can hold the belt all the way through the rest of this year, and then we'll see who even wins the G1. I don't even know who's even in it. Because I don't have I have to actually look up. Actually, since I have my phone around here, let's do some research. Let's do some New Japan Pro Wrestling talk. If I can see this fucking shit, my eyes are bad. I might need my glasses for this one. Let's see here. New Japan NYGP G1 Climax 2025. Alright, so the G1 starts... Oh, no, I gotta get my glasses. I can't see this. I'm old. I'm getting glaucoma. No, I'm not. I just can't see the fine print sometimes, so... Time to get sexy! Time to get sexy, guys. Ready, ladies? Start getting wet in those panties. I look great in glasses. Unlike certain people who wear glasses. Nerd! Okay. Alright, so the G1, 35, Jesus Christ, 35 years of the G1. Well, not 35, but it's the 35th version of it. Starts July 19th, so that's 2.5 weeks away, to August 17th. Damn. 20 wrestlers divided into 2 blocks, obviously, A and B. Each wrestler competing in a round-robin tournament, kind of like the Continental Classic, but this one's longer than that. The winners of each block will advance to the playoffs, of course, culminating in a final match to determine the winner, and the winner of the G1 gets a world title shot at Wrestle Kingdom 19, coming up in January 2026. Alright, so the opening weekend, July 19th and 20th, is in the Hokkaido, or Hokkai Kitayel. So I know Japanese. The finals are going to be August 16th and 17th in Tokyo at the Ariake Arena. Not the Tokyo Dome or the Egg Dome. Alright, so here is the notable entrance in the A block. I don't know if he's going to be in it because he's injured. Goto. Oleg Boltin. Michael Bolton? No. Dropping plates on your ass, biatch. No. Not Michael Bolton, different spelling. Oleg Boltin, never heard of that guy. Yuya Uemura, we know him. Yota Tsuji, David Finlay, the global champion. No, not the former global champion. Evil and Sonata. Hiroshi Tanahashi, surprising in a G1. This is going to be his last G1, obviously. Callum Newman, never heard of him. I think he's from New Japan Strong. Ryohei Oiwa, and Bad Luck Fale. Whatever happened to him? I guess he's finally coming back after being forgotten for so long. Or just staying home, banging the fuck out of Pieter, that muffin ass. I haven't seen her in a while. I miss her. And Abe Mio. They're doing modeling now. Great modeling, showing their amazing bodies. Anyway, so we got that. In the B block, we have, don't know if he's still the junior heavyweight champion, but El Phantasmo, Shota Umino, that's Moxley's boy, Shingo Takagi, formerly of LFI, that's Naito's former group. Naito's gone from... Sadly, Naito is gone from New Japan Pro Wrestling. He might be coming over to AEW pretty soon. Of course, you know, Ishii's kind of, sort of, on the way out, too. Even though he's a New Japan Strong, never openweight champion, I believe. Zack Sabre Jr., obviously. The Great Okan. That's a United Empire, TMK reunion. Gabriel Kidd, the global champion. And Drilla Maloney. Moloney, not Maloney. Mahoney? No. That's pretty much it. I don't know, I think that's the whole, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so you got 11 people on the A block. There might be another one in there being added. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 7 people on the B block. Now, I think that's it for now, because I'm taking this from Google, obviously. So I don't know if they're going to add more people, or there's going to be more added before the G1 starts. Alright, let me look it up on Wikipedia. Participants. Alright, Tsuji. Okay, this is the A block. This is a different thing. Alright, Hiroki Goto, Oleg Boltin, who is the never openweight champion. I guess he beat Ishii. In his second appearance, Evil, David Finlay, Callum Newman in his second appearance. He's in United Empire. Didn't know that. Sonata of the house. He's with Evil in the House of Torture. Oleg Boltin is in, I guess on the main roster, basically. Tanahashi, obviously. Tsuji, Uemura, El Phantasmo, Gabriel Kidd, Drilla Maloney, who's in the Bullet Club War Dogs, Susumu Fuloga. Ren Narita, who's in the House of Torture. Great Okan, Zack Sabre Jr., Shingo. Take a Shitter's in this. Holy crap. He was in it last year and he almost won. Came very close. I think he made the semis. Shota Umino. And then in the play-in tournament, I didn't even know that was a thing. So, Satoshi Kojima, Ryohei Oiwa of TMDK, Taichi, we haven't seen him in a long time. That guy with Mio. Abe Mio, you better be there at the G1. Just saying. Ishii, the strong openweight champion and IWGP Tag Team Champion with Taichi. Interesting combo there. Chase Owens, we know him, and Yoshihashi. That's the play-in tournament in the A and B block. So whoever wins that, I guess whoever wins that block gets into the G1. Alright, so we had that. Alright, so that's the entire G1 participants so far, but yeah. Alright, moving on. Alright, I'll keep my glasses on for a little bit because now I can see actually better. Alright, minus the G1. So where was I? Alright, so we got Moose versus Shane Sabre, no relation to Zack Sabre, and Jake Painter, non-title match, Leon Slater on commentary. good old-fashioned Tony Khan special here. Moose wanted this to be a three-way so he could show Leon what is coming from at Slammiversary, and he beats these two guys in 2 minutes! With a, where he sends Shane Saber to the outside, then he hits a spear on Jake Painter, painted him up good. 2 minutes, bing bang boom, good night. 2 out of 5 stars, and then after the match, Leon Slater gets in the ring for a little stare down, but then Moose goes bye-bye. Moving on. Alright, now we got a video on First Class, AJ Francis and Casey Navarro helping kick Winnie! There was last week against Mike Santana. Oh, we got that. Speaking of Mike Santana, we get to the main event of TNA Impact Wrestling, a street fight. Mike Santana takes on Flop Dollar AJ Francis. Casey Navarro at ringside. He had his own table. What are you, Mercedes Monet? Or where's the big steak? He had a nice big glass of champagne. It could have been better with a Pepsi. Speaking of. Alright, they went to war in this match. Flippy dippity doos, chair shots. We get some tables used. A Sai moonsault. Goes AJ down. And then the rolling buck 50. That's $1.50, not $150. Well, it could be $150 too. Because they're on the inside of the ring. And then Santana with a 8A. Oh, John Cena's gonna be mad. Threw 2 chairs out for an air fall. Does it again through the tables. And then Jake Winnie, he comes out, but then Joe Hendry comes right after. Comes out after that. Runs out for the save, leaving Santana to hit a Eddie Guerrero that save front splash. What do you think about that, Eddie? You liked it? It was okay. Not as good as me, I say. Okay. But hey, Mr. Joseph, great glasses. I say you look great. Thank you. Does the missus like them? Hey, she wears glasses too. She still looks good. Joni used to wear... Joni, you wear glasses once in a while back on your YouTube channel. Right? See, even a nude can get some pussy. Well, if you want to swing the other way, don't splash on me. But I digress. Unless you're a chick. You can splash on me all night long. I don't like the skin pipe juice. Get away from me, please. Moving on. Alright, so Santana hits the frog splash for an air fall. Flop Dollar pulls him out of mid-air for a Styles Clash by AJ Francis. Are you kidding me? Alright, then he brings in the champagne bottle. Uh-oh. He wants to take a slip. It's time for the champagne. Santana takes it away and smashes it over his head. Yike. And then he hits spin the block. 1, 2, 3. This hellacious match finally ends in under 16 minutes. Great match. 4 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Santana gets on the mic, thanks the fans, and says, I want to be in the main event at Slammiversary with Joe Hendry and Trick to make it a triple threat match, and you know Santino's going to make that. Hopefully, this week on the program. But we get that. Alright, so that ends TNA Impact Wrestling for this past Thursday night. I thought it was a great show. 7.5 out of 10 stars. Probably one of my best ratings, I think, ever for TNA. And that's that. Alright, really quickly, we're going to go to Ring of Honor Global Wars 2025. And we are emanating from Elena, Mexico, in Mexico. Time to get the Mexicans out. Time to... Antonito, let's say! Are you doing, muchachos, muchachas? What are you doing tonight, sir? I do great, I say! Gonna have fun this weekend blowing yourself up? No, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun, ese, pero... Yeah, Osito might be at my party this weekend. Because Osito. Alright, so Aleda Mexico in Mexico City, Mexico, and our commentary team, as always, on Ring of Honor TV, Ian and Rick are boring, and my good friend, the Pasta, Caprice Coleman. Alright, Global Wars. Usually you won't see it in Mexico, well, you've seen it in Toronto, you've seen it in Philly or New York. Alright, pretty good card. We had Bandito defending the Ring of Honor title against Mascara Dorada. Alright, we got 3 shows left before Supercard. Starting to formulate the card a little bit more. We already know Athena. Whoa. Well, it's going to be defending against Thunder Rosa, I believe, for the Forever Ring of Honor Women's title. Supposedly, we're going to have the Ring of Honor Women's Pure title tournament with the crowning of a new champ. And a whole lot more. But we get that. Alright, speaking of Athena, we get to our first match of the night, a tag team match. She teams up with the Women's TV champion, Red Velvet, from your mama's kitchen. She takes on Thunder Rosa! Yay! And Persephone from CMLL. And it was a pretty decent match, a little over 7 minutes. Thunder Rosa gets the win on Red Velvet after Athena hits the O-face on Persephone, but then Thunder Rosa comes in and knees her out of the ring. Ugh, weak fucking knee. And then a fruit roll-up gives Thunder Rosa the win on Red Velvet, so she might earn a women's TV title shot since she beat Red Velvet, so we'll see what happens with that. Actually, Persephone is getting a shot at Red Velvet, I think, at Supercard, even though it should have been Thunder Rosa, I'm just saying. But, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. I think Red Velvet will retain. I think Athena is... I don't think Athena's losing that belt ever. She's about to hit 1,000+ days as champ. So, we're getting near 3-year territory here with Athena, the forever champion, the female Roman Reigns, if you will. I just don't think Thunder Rosa is going to beat her. There is probably no way, no how. I don't know who beats Athena at this point. I think she just retire as the champ. There's nobody left for her to beat. She already beat Red Velvet, I believe, once. They want to go that route. I think she's going to either she's going to lose the belt on the main roster, hopefully not to Mercedes, or she loses it to somebody in Ring of Honor. Who? I don't know. I was keep thinking it's Billy Starks, but we did that 3 times already. But I still think Billy's going to finish her story, Jordan! Finish the story! It is what it is. Moving on. Alright, so 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, match number 2. Nick fucking Wayne came out with Kip Sabian and his hot mom. Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Yes! Alright, non-title match against Titan. This was actually a better match. Lots of flippy dibbity-doos. Going on in this match. Match ends in a draw, a 10-minute time limit. Actually, it was a proving ground match, so Titan earns a future Ring of Honor TV title shot because he went the full 10 minutes. Alright, we get that. Alright, match was pretty good, 3 out of 5 stars, and then afterwards, Titan seemed annoyed, or so we, actually he is kind of annoyed with the 10-minute time limit. He's annoyed at not winning the match, but I'm like, dude, you got a title shot out of that. Were you mad about, Essay? Somebody tell them the rules! Moving on. Alright, then we get a recap of Bandito versus Mascara Dorada. I think this happened, not when this happened, but, Bandito was getting beat down, and then, he made this, Mascara Dorada, saved him, and then he held up the world title, so that's what led to this match. And this was a great match. This is match number 3. Lots of flippy-dippity-doos. Match lasted a long time. 19-minute epic lucha libre de la mundo galavisión excelente match. Eventually, Bandito comes back after a shooting star press for a near fall. He comes back with the X-knee into the 21-plex. And I don't know how Mascara Dorada kicked out of that. 2.9999995. And then we get a super flipping fallaway slam by Bandito. Knocks Mascara Dorada for a loop. Then sets up another 21-plex. 1, 2, 3 to retain the Ring of Honor World title in an epic match. 4.25 out of 5 stars. You gotta love it. I really wish we had more of this. More great Ring of Honor World title matches that we had, like in the past with the great man that is up there. Jay Briscoe, reach for the sky, boy. And Jay Lethal Black Machismo, yeah. Adam Cole, baby. And Kyle O'Reilly. Dalton Castle and Cody. Something like that. Alright, like I said, 4.25 out of 5 stars for that. Moving along. Alright, then we get to Rocky Romero, let's say. You know, one half of RPG plot, or Vice, or whatever they call now. And part of the Don Callis family. He's there with the New Japan Strong, well, he has a belt, I forgot what belt he has. Take his shit up, who challenges Bandito for the Ring of Honor World title at Supercard. Well, Rocky actually challenges Bandito on Takeshi's behalf. What? Come on, Takeshi, you could have done it yourself, you little freaking lazy bastard. Alright, that should be actually, I think it's going to be a great match, Takeshi and Bandito for the Ring of Honor title. I don't think Takeshi's going to win it, but you never know. Alright, so that match is now official. So we run down the card. Bandito defends against the Takeshita. Athena defending against Thunder Rosa. And then, oh, guess what? We got a Ring of Honor Tag Team title match! Yay! Alright, so we have Dusty Rosa, the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, defending against either the Infantry, former, well, I don't think they held the belts before, Carly Bravo and the Captain, Sean Dean, or Darius and Dante Martin of Top Flight. I hope one of them beat them. I really want a new... As much as I like Dustin, I like Sammy and his hot white Ty Conti, Ty Mello, whatever you want to call it. The tag team belts haven't been defended since, I believe... I have to check this, but I think they haven't been defended at all this year. I know they were defended against the Righteous, who are about to come to NXT pretty soon, or TNA. Because Vincent and Dutch have been going weird on Twitter. So, we got that, and Top Flight, you know, they're always in the tag team title picture, but they never can just win it. I'm hoping it's Top Flight, and I think Top Flight will give Dustin and Sammy a run for their money. I don't know if they're going to win. It'd be nice for them to win, finally. And then, even if they win, you know, it's not going to get defended. Because half the Ring of Honor belts don't get defended until the pay-per-view anyway. Or a random episode of Ring of Honor TV. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. Speaking of champions, the pure champion, Lee Moriarty, talks about what being in Ring of Honor means to him and how much he wants to face Blue Panther. Alright, non-title match. Oh, by the way, before we get to that, I glossed over this. The hot Layla Gray gives Top Flight a pep talk. Yeah, pep talk my ass. Show my titties! It's a pep talk! Ooh, that came out. Holy shit. You saw that? Phlegm just came out of my mouth. Good lord. Should have been something else, but something else. Ugh. But that's later. Yeah, that might get clipped. I don't care less. Peter spit on camera! Blech! Moving on. Oh yeah, so Layla Gray gives her men a pep talk. A little wank job. Lucky her. Before the #1 contenders match against the Infantry. Okay. Alright. Alright, then we get to Lee Moriarty and Blue Panther, non-title match. This was not a time limit draw match, because this went 11 minutes, and it was pretty damn good. For what it's worth. But in the end, actually Blue Panther got the win in just over 11 minutes. So I guess he earns a future pure title shot, because he won the match with a Fujiwara armbar. And Lee Moriarty, you never see him tap that much, well, except against Nigel at Final Battle. But Blue Panther made him tap out. How do we get that? Alright, then after the match, so the match was pretty good, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Then after the match, the Infantry come out for a beatdown, so like a 3-on-1 beatdown. The big man, Shane Taylor, joins them for a 4-on-1 beatdown. And Blue Panther is down. He looks like he's gonna get, just his butt handed to him in his hometown of Mexico. But then we see Brian Fraggleson Danielson, of all people, this guy who was on Collision where we didn't see it because he beat up Kyle Fletcher after Collision last week. We didn't. Why did we see it? We have to wait till. Not non-TV. We have to wait, we see Danielson after the cameras go off on Collision. And then we see him on Ring of Honor TV. But it's on the internet. On Honor Club. So if you don't have Honor Club, you didn't see it unless you subscribe to Ring of Honor Wrestling on YouTube. So Brian Fraggleson Danielson comes out. With some luchadors for the save. Then he hits him with Psycho Knee on Shane Taylor, and then he hugs Blue Panther because he's a big fan. Then he gets on the mic, praises Mexico for welcoming AEW and Ring of Honor. So I guess he's like, he is an ambassador type, per se, like Sting is in a way. But, hey, Danielson getting a little bit physical? Retirement my ass. Brie Bella, huh? You know Brie Bella's like, he's gonna get in the ring. He's gonna get mad at it. He has that itch. I know he has the itch. Again. I seen the footage from Collision where he beat Kyle Fletcher in 8 seconds with the Psycho Knee. 8 seconds, good lord, Kyle Fletcher, jeez. And then he hits the Psycho Knee on Shane Taylor. So it can only mean one thing. That he might be coming back for 1,000 more final match. Or another, not a run per se, but I think it's just going to be like one final match. Nobody ever retires! Right, Terry? I was a hardcore legend in Japan. I know, we know. Japan, #1, forever. Never. Okay, Terry. Not tonight. Not tonight, guys. Oh, by the way, Mick. Those are not Doritos, but they're very tasty. Sour cream and onion, pork rinds. No. I got so many sponsors. I might get hit with fucking Fucking product placement. I don't give a shit. Anyway. Alright, so Danielson basically ends the show with that. And he praises Mexico. Viva Mexico! Alright, then we find out that Lee Moriarty will face Blue Panther at Supercard with the Pure title on the line. Pure Rules match, Pure title on the line. So, not a bad looking Supercard on a card. Not bad. Could be worse. Alright, so we got Athena versus Thunder Rosa for the women's title. We got Bandito. Who's Bandito facing? I forget. Oh, Bandito versus Takeshita for the Ring of Honor World title. We got Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara defending against either the other Top Flight or the Infantry for the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts. So one of the 6-man belts are going to be defended if they find a Von Erichs. We'll see. And what trio team they bring up or fight them. We got Red Velvet. Okay, so we got Athena versus Thunder Rosa. That's 1. Bandito versus Takeshita. That's 2. We have the tag team title match. That's 3. The TV title, the World Women's TV title match. That's 4. And then we got the Pure title match. That's 5 matches so far. So I'll probably get 3 more matches plus some pre-show bullcrap next Friday night on the program, going head-to-head with SmackDown. Who's gonna watch? I'm gonna probably watch Supercard after SmackDown, because both start at 8, I believe. But then again, well, yeah, it probably should start at 8 because it's in Texas, so we get a it's 1 or 2 hours behind. I think it's 2 hours. So probably that will start at 6. So who knows? I think it starts at 8. But we'll go with 8. So while you're watching SmackDown, you can just go on, if you're watching on the USA Network, you can have, on your laptop or desktop, you can have Supercard of Honor on the other screen, or you have two tabs open, you can have 2 streams open. You have a SmackDown stream, and then you have the Ring of Honor stream. But I'm gonna watch SmackDown first, and then watch Supercard after that. Unless it's probably be near the end, so I'm gonna probably catch the end of it and then rewatch the beginning of it. Not so much the pre-show, because I don't care about the pre-show. That's that. Alright, so that ends Ring of Honor TV, and Ring of Honor was actually pretty decent, so I gave it a decent 7 out of 10 stars. So TNA 7.5, Ring of Honor 7 out of 10 stars, and that's pretty much it. So that's it for my review. Thanks for watching. I'm going to try to pre-record my Raw review before I go to bed, or, well, we'll see what happens with that. I might do Raw and Collision tomorrow, tomorrow afternoon before we get to NXT. Then we'll do NXT hopefully late tomorrow night or early, late Wednesday, because like I said, I will be out early because I have to go to some appointments. But by the time we hit Thursday, we're gonna get back on track with Dynamite reviews and stuff like that. And then Thursday night, we'll talk about TNA, Ring of Honor. Late Thursday night. Get you ready for 4th of July weekend. SmackDown's already taped. I've seen the spoilers already. I'm not going to tell you what happens until Friday. And then we got Collision on Saturday. Back at 8 o'clock. So, should be a good weekend as we hit the 4th of July weekend. And as soon as we hit 4th of July weekend, we start the countdown to the end of summer. And going towards the unofficial end of summer, which is Labor Day weekend, which is 2 months away. So summer's heating up, but by the time you blink, it'll be Labor Day, which is basically 8 weeks away. Yeah, pretty much 8 weeks away till Labor Day weekend. So 8 more weeks of 8 weeks unofficially more of summer. But then we get the extra 3 weeks. So really it's 10 weeks more of summer. 10, 11 weeks left of summer. And then we start the beautiful season of fall. And then, the temperatures start going down a little bit. The sun goes down a little bit earlier than normal. The night now is at 9 o'clock. Dark. It gets about 9 o'clock. So dark. By the time we hit Labor Day weekend, it'll be about 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish. Actually, probably around 7, 8 o'clock-ish. The sun actually goes down. We still have time to go out and do a shift before we hit October, where it gets around 6 o'clock. And then by when we hit right after Halloween, we fall back. So dark, like around 4:45, about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So when you're coming home from work, it's dark. So it's pretty much the evening. So we got a long way to go before we hit 2026. So we start the second half later tomorrow. Gonna be hopefully a great month of July. Lots of wrestling action. The summer blockbusters are coming out. I saw Megan 2 over the weekend. Great movie. Not as great as the first one, obviously, but good. We got Superman. The new Superman's movie's coming out soon. 28 days later, oh boy. That is a tough one to get through. It's good. Rose is still having nightmares about that movie. So that's out. I know there's another one. I think another Mission Impossible is coming out this summer. I know there's another one. I can't think of what's coming up next after Superman, but we got a lot of movies coming out from now until the end of the year. I think we're getting another Avengers this year, and I think not this year. I think next year. But good movies, so check them all out at the movie theater. Lovely theater. So check them all out on time, on cue this weekend, or whenever you want to go. That's that. I might actually go to the movies this weekend. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Maybe early Saturday I might go to the movies and see what's out. Because Superman doesn't come out, I think, until next weekend. So we'll see what happens with all that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna probably go to bed pretty soon because I gotta get up. I don't have to get up early, but I mean for work, yes, but gotta do some work tomorrow, and then I gotta go to physical therapy tomorrow. Get that shit done, and then I'll be back with your possible Raw and Collision reviews on my respective channels, and then we'll get you ready for NXT tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on that great station of the CW11. And that's that. Alright, guys, once again, 7.5 out of 10 stars for TNA, and then 7 out of 10 stars for Ring of Honor. Great shows this past Thursday. Hopefully, great shows this coming Thursday night on the programs, and we'll see what happens with that. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this is your sexy beast, Peter Joseph, signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cool cute. And if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you, bitches. Come closer. Closer. Come closer. Ladies, come closer. You know what I'm talking about. Come closer. Come closer, people. If you're not down with that, fuck you, man. And I'm out. Peace!